In this lesson, we're going to add integers. So again, ang integers na sinasabi natin are those numbers with positive and negative numbers including 0. So those numbers are positive 1, positive 2, positive 3, and so on. And then we have here 0, then negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, and so on. So we're going to add this. Okay, let us first have the rules. Number 1, when the two integers have the positive sign, you add the integers and assign the positive sign to the sum. Number 2, when the two integers have the negative sign, add the integers and assign the negative sign to the sum. Then number 3, when the two integers have opposite sign, one positive and other negative, or one negative and the other positive, you find the difference of the numbers, and to the difference, assign the sign of the integer having greater value. But if you are confused in following these rules, pwede din naman tayong gumamit ng number line. So I'm going to teach you about that also. Okay, so let us have some examples para mas maintindihan nyo kung paano mag-add ng integers. Okay, number 1, suppose you have 3 plus 1. So alam naman natin na pag 3 plus 1 ay 4. But no, if you will notice, it follows the rule number 1. So when the two integers have the positive sign, no, so kung mapapansin nyo, wala siyang sign. So therefore, it is understood na positive yan. So we have positive 3, tsaka positive 1. Then add the integers and assign the positive sign to the sum. So therefore, you have positive 4. Okay, and then number 2. Okay, let us first use the number line pala. Number line. Okay, so kapag positive, you move to the right. No, pag positive. And then pag negative, you move to the left. Okay, so starting point natin ay 3. And then you move to the right 1. No? Isang beses kasi you have 1 here. So therefore, ang sagot din natin ay 4. Okay? And then next. So 5 plus 4, so that would be 9. Positive. Okay? And then let us use the number line. If you have 5, then you move, since positive to, you move 4 to the right. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have 6, 7, 8, 9. So therefore, 9 yung sagot natin. Next. So we have here negative 3 plus negative 1. So that falls on rule number 2. So when the two integers have the negative sign, you add the integers and assign the negative sign to the sum. So you add down the numbers or the integers. You have 3 plus 1, which is 4. And then you copy the negative signs, which is negative 4. Now, if you're going to use the number line, no? So you have here negative 1. So 0 dito, no? 1. So kung nalilito kayo sa number line, ganyan tsura niya. And then negative 1 yung starting point natin. And then we move 3 to the left since, okay, negative 3 pala, negative 3. Negative 2, then negative 3. Now yung starting point natin, sorry. And then we move to the left 1. So that would be negative 4. Okay, so nag-move tayo to the left. Next, negative 5 plus negative 4. So we add the numbers since they have the same sign, which is negative. So we have 9. And then negative, negative, therefore negative. Then let us use the number line. So the starting point is negative 5. Then we move to the left, no? So that would be negative 6. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would be negative 7, negative 8, and negative 9. Okay. So negative 9 ang sagot. Next, okay, so we have here different signs. When the two integers have opposite sign, one positive and other negative or vice versa, no, you find the difference. So, find the difference daw. So, kung ano yung mas mataas sa number, syempre, ima-minus mo yung mas mababa. No? So, 8 minus 2, that would be 6. And then, you copy the sign of the integer having greater value, which is 8. So, that would be, ibig sabihin, ang kukopyahin nating sign ay yung nasa negative 8. Since mas mataas yung 8, yung absolute value ng negative 8 sa positive 2. No? So we have, or mas mataas yung 8 sa 2, regardless of the sign. So that would be negative 6. Now, if you're going to use the number line, kung nako-confuse ka sa rule, kung ayaw mo siyang gamitin kasi medyo nalilito ka, you use the number line. So the starting point here is negative 8, no? Then you move to the right, no? Dalawang beses. So, 1, 2. So, that would be negative 7, then negative 6. So, therefore, ang sagot natin dyan ay negative 6. Okay, next, negative 5 plus negative 4. Okay, so again, number 3 rule yan. That would be 5 minus 4, which is 1. And then, we copy the sign of 5, which is negative. Yan. So therefore, if you're going to use the number line, starting point there is negative 5, no? So we move to the right, no? 4 times, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would be negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1. So therefore, negative 1 yung sagot. So we move 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, another. So again, different sign siya, no? We have 8. So we subtract, no? 8 minus 2, which is equal to 6. And then we copy the sign of the larger integer having the greater value, which is 8. Okay, so obviously positive 6 ang sagot. Okay, and then let us use the number line. No? So ang starting point natin dyan ay 8. No? And then we move sa papuntang left, we have 1, 2. So 1, 2. So that would be negative, 7 rather. And then 6. So therefore, 6 yung sagot natin. Next, positive 5 plus negative 4. So again, they have different signs. So we subtract. 5 minus 4 is 1. Then we copy the sign of positive 5, which is positive. Okay, let us again use the number line. 5 is the starting point, no? Yan, positive 5. And then we move 4 times to the left. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4, 3, 2, and 1. So therefore, ang sagot natin ay 1. Okay? Okay, what if you're going to add more than 2, no, integers? So again, we still follow the rules. No, so pwedeng i-add nyo muna yung dalawa. And then, yung sagot doon sa dalawang integer, pwede nyong i-add doon sa pangatlo. No, if you're going to add 3 integers. Okay, and if you're going to add 4, not and so on. So you can add first the first 2 integers, and then you add the result to the next integer, and so on. Okay, so for example, positive 3 plus positive 1. So you have positive 4. No? So positive 4 plus positive 6. So that would be 10. So we have 3, 4 plus 6. That would be positive 10. Okay? Now, if you're going to use the number line, pwede din naman. So you have, the starting point is 3. Then you move 1, no, which is 1 to the right since positive. So magiging 4. And then from 4, you move to the right again, kasi positive siya, 6 times. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so therefore, ang sagot natin dyan ay positive 10. Another example, para sila positive, pare-pareha. So we have 5 plus 4, we have 9 plus 3, so that would be 12. Okay, so pare-paras positive. Okay, what if lahat naman negative, no? So we have negative 3 plus negative 1 plus negative 6. So meaning you're going to add, since they have the same sign, you have 4, then you copy negative. No, then negative 4, pwede mo nang i-add sa negative 6, which is, you're going to add, no, since they have the same sign. So you have 10, and then negative, no, since ang sign yan ay negative. Therefore, ang sagot natin ay negative 10. Now, if you're going to use the number line, there's the starting point is negative 3, then papuntang left, so you have 1, so that would be negative 4. Now, from negative 4, you move to the left again 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would be negative 5, negative 6, negative 7, negative 8, negative 9, and then negative 10. So therefore, negative 10 is the final answer. Okay, next. Okay, same sign. So we have 5 plus 4 is 9. So that would be negative, no? And then negative 9 plus negative 3, that would be 12. Since pares negative, so therefore negative. Negative 12. Okay, next. So dito naman, may dalawang pares positive, tapos may isang negative. Now, you can first, no, add these two, the first and the second. Or pwede rin namang yung first muna, tsaka third, and then i-add mo dun sa second, since parehas ng sign yung first tsaka third. No, pwedeng kahit alin doon, no? Okay, try natin yung uh, 8 plus negative 2. So, since they have different sign, so therefore, you subtract. 8 minus 2 is 6. Then, copy the sign of 8, since mas mataas siya sa 2. And then, positive siya, no? And then, you add this sa 2. So, therefore, you're going to have 8. So, that would be positive 8. No? Yan. Now, if you're going to use the number line, the starting point there is 8, di ba? And then, meron ka negative 2. So, therefore, you move twice, no? 1, 2. So, that would be 7, 6. Okay? And then, you move to the right again, no? Ng dalawang beses. So, therefore, babalik siya dun sa 8. Kaya, positive 8 yung sagot natin. Next is 5 plus 3, or positive 5 plus positive 3 plus negative 4. No, so, okay, add muna natin. 5 plus 3 is 8. No, and then plus negative 4. So, it would be 8 minus 4. So, 4. Okay, then positive. Okay. So, ang starting point natin dyan ay positive 5. And then, you move to the right ng tatlo. 1, 2, 3. So, that would be 5, 6, no? 7, and, tama. Yan, 8, no? And then, dito sa 8, you move, no, 4 times, no, to the left. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, that would be 4. Okay, kung mapapansin nyo, pag papuntang left, bumababa yung number, no? And then, pag papuntang right, tumataas yung number. So, always remember that. Okay, let us have this, no? We have 8 plus negative 2, so that would be 6. Then, plus 2, that would be 8, no? And then, plus 12, that would be 20. no? Yan. Or you can add muna yung lahat ng positive, pwede din naman. 8 plus 2, 10, no? Plus 12, 22. So that would be positive 22. Tapos i-add mo dun sa natitirang negative 2. So that would be minus, no? 22 minus 2, that would be 20. And then copy the sign of positive 22. Okay, next, ito, parehas positive, tas parehas negative. So, yung 5 plus 3 is 8. No, pwedeng ganyan. Then, pwedeng i-add mo to dito muna. Pwede rin naman yun. So, 8 plus negative 4, pwedeng positive 4. And then, 4 plus negative 3, that would be positive 1. Or pwede namang ito muna, no? 8, tapos ito, negative 7. So, i-add mo siya. 8 plus negative 7, magkaibang sign. So, therefore, 8 minus 7 is 1. Then, copy the sign of 8, which is positive. Okay, so this time, you try to answer the following problem, no? Number 1, number 2, okay, that's all. Thank you and God bless.